What's up, everyone? July is turning out to be one of the strongest months for mobile gaming we've seen all year. In this one, we're breaking down the top 10 best new mobile games to check out this July. These picks are based on overall quality, gameplay, visuals, and just how excited we are for each release. Let's get right into it. 10. Blue Fire. If you're into fast, precision-based platformers, Blue Fire has finally landed on mobile, and it's just as good as ever. Set in the mysterious kingdom of Penumbra, you'll explore forgotten temples, dangerous dungeons, and tricky platforming sections that test your timing. It's not just about jumping from ledge to ledge either. There's real combat and environmental puzzle-solving woven in, and going off the beaten path gets rewarded with collectibles and upgrades. As you unlock new abilities, previously blocked areas open up, giving the whole thing a satisfying Metroidvania feel. Number 9. Grand Tour Cars. For players who want a realistic driving experience without the stress of hardcore racing, Grand Tour Cars is a nice change of pace. Instead of chasing first place, it's all about the ride, a huge lineup of detailed cars and sprawling environments to explore. The physics genuinely make each vehicle feel different, whether you're behind the wheel of a light sports car or a heavy muscle car. Highways, countryside roads, mountain passes, busy city streets, every drive feels different. Number 7. Felix the Reaper. Puzzle games don't usually star a dancing Grim Reaper, but Felix the Reaper pulls it off. You play as Felix, a cheerful employee of the Ministry of Death who's totally smitten with Betty from the Ministry of Life. Since Felix can only move through shadows, you'll be rotating the sun, moving objects around, and reshaping the environment to carve out a safe path. New mechanics keep getting introduced level after level, and the handcrafted art style plus relaxing soundtrack make it feel genuinely unique. Number 7. Choo-Choo Charles. Sometimes the best horror games come from the most ridiculous premises. Choo-Choo Charles puts you on an isolated island being stalked by a giant spider-legged monster train, and somehow it works way better than it sounds. Your only real ally is an old locomotive that doubles as your transportation and your weapon. Scavenge scrap around the island to upgrade its speed, armor, and mounted guns so you can survive tougher encounters. There's plenty to explore too. Abandoned settlements, hidden caves, side missions, and NPCs who help you piece together the mystery of Charles. Number 6. Pokémon Champions. Competitive battling has always been a huge draw for the Pokémon franchise, and Pokémon Champions is built entirely around that. Instead of catching Pokémon and working through a story, it's all about team building and strategic battles. You'll draft teams from a growing roster and take on trainers worldwide using the type advantages, abilities, and movesets longtime fans already know. The format is streamlined, so you can jump straight into battles without a ton of prep. Great whether you're experimenting with new teams or grinding the ranked ladder. Number 5. Lost Twins 2. If you're after a relaxing puzzle adventure with a twist, Lost Twins 2 is worth a look. It follows two siblings separated in a mysterious fantasy world, and your job is to reunite them by guiding both through beautifully designed levels full of environmental puzzles. Instead of just hopping over obstacles, you'll be moving platforms, rotating sections of the level, and rearranging the world itself to open new paths. Each puzzle feels like its own little diorama that unfolds as you experiment, and new mechanics keep things fresh without ever feeling overwhelming. Number 4. RF Online Next. Few MMORPG franchises have the history that RF Online does, and RF Online Next brings that world to mobile with genuinely impressive production values. It's set in a massive sci-fi universe where 3 factions are at war over valuable resources, and from the moment you create your character, you're thrown into quests, dungeons, big boss fights, and gear upgrades. Large-scale faction warfare is one of the biggest draws, backed by detailed environments, flashy combat effects, and cinematic skill animations that make every battle feel epic. Number 3. Durrango Roguelike RPG. Roguelikes aren't new, but Durrango stands out with fast combat and a genuinely satisfying build system. Every run starts fresh, and as you fight through waves of enemies, you'll keep unlocking new abilities, passives, and gear that completely change how the run plays out. One run might turn you into a melee powerhouse, the next a long-range spellcaster wiping out groups of enemies at once. Colorful visuals, responsive controls, and tough boss fights keep every run feeling exciting. Number 2. Dinkum Together. If you've ever wanted Animal Crossing with a bigger multiplayer focus, Dinkum Together might be exactly that. Set on a charming island inspired by the Australian outback, you've got full freedom to build the community you want, gathering resources, decorating, farming, fishing, catching bugs, raising animals. It's not a solo experience either. You'll meet other players, visit their islands, trade items, and take part in seasonal events together. Customization runs deep too, from your character to your house to the layout of your whole town. Number 1. Gungrave G.O.R.E. Mobile.
Console-quality action games are becoming more common on mobile, but Gungrave G.O.R.E is easily one of the most impressive releases of the year. You play as Grave, a legendary anti-hero brought back from the dead to take down a powerful criminal organization with overwhelming firepower and stylish combat. From the first mission, it's non-stop action, dual pistols and heavy weapons chaining into satisfying combos. It's not just shooting either. Melee attacks, dodges, executions, and special abilities all work together to keep the momentum going. And that wraps up our top 10 for July 2026. Let us know in the comments if there's another new release you think deserves a spot on this list. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.